Hello everyone. I just purchased a new camera because I want to start uploading more videos. But my flip takes so long until sometimes I don't even want to be bothered with it. So I decided to get me a practical, not so expensive little camera just to upload my videos so I can do more videos and feel more productive. So now, speaking of videos, I was catching up with my videos the other day, and I happened to watch, I subscribed to Jessica. Her name is Crafting and Stamping. And she had a video. She had just put the latest one she put out was about her not doing any more crafty shopping and the reason that she wasn't going to do it. And I sat there and I watched that video and had an aha moment. And I had decided that she was right. I am in the same boat that she is. And I feel like I'm starting to hoard my supplies. I'm not being productive. I'm just hoarding them. It's beautiful. I got to have it in my life. I buy it. I put it somewhere pretty where I can look at it. And that's the end of it. I may start one or two projects, but that's just it. I start them. And they never get finished. And they never are given away or sold or they're not productive. It's just paper laying around the place and scrappy items and washi tape, and it's just laying around looking pretty. And I come in this room and I go, oh, that's pretty, and I sit down here for 20 minutes and then I turn around and I leave. So, excuse me. I have decided, just like Jessica, to go on a scrap freeze. I am freezing my money and I am going to be creative. If it's the last thing I do, I am going to create. I'm going to finish a lot of this stuff around here and I'm going to either sell it or give it away or make little gifts. But I'm going to do something. I've got to be productive because I just see my money's not going down the tube, but it's just in a standstill and it's got to change. So once I made this decision, there was one more thing that I felt I had to get out of the way so I wouldn't feel like I'm stuck in this rut and I ain't gonna buy nothing and start getting sad. So I wanted to do the Project Me. Now, Kay Loves to Scrap, that's her channel, is doing Project Life and Project Me. And I adored the little books that she was using for her Project Me. And the more I watch her videos, I kept saying to myself, I have got to do this. My kids would love this. In the event that I'm no longer here, it gives them something to look back on, because I don't think I've ever finished a Project Me or All About Me or any me thing. So the Project Me ought to be good because I'm doing pretty good with my Project Life. So I should do good with this Project Me. Now, so I went to Michael's to find the Snap books and everything that Kay was using. The first Michael's I went to, and that's another thing, it was depressing. I walk into Michael's, well, the one that's closest to me is about 45 minutes away. I might as well plan a whole day when I go there because it's so far away. But when I get in there, I get depressed because I walk around and I look and I go, got that, had that, didn't like it, don't want it again, or just don't like it, don't want it, or refuse to spend the money for it if I do like it. So I walk in there and I walk around for 45 minutes and it's a depressing walk. So that's another reason that I'm putting a stop to this. So I when I got in there, I seen the Tim Holtz Ideology configuration box. I've been wanting a configuration box for a while, but I wasn't gonna pay the money for it. So I got this one because it was on clearance for $4.99. I think it was $4.99. I'll just put this away. $4.99. It was $4.99. So I was happy to get this. And I am going to finish this. I'm going to start it. I'm going to finish it. Okay. Then I also fell in love with this die cuts with a view stack. And I'm happy I got it because I will not be buying any more paper until I get some of this stashed down. And this one is called A Promise. And it reminds me of the Recollection stack. Today, Tomorrow, and Forever. So those two will work good together. That and this should work good together. So I got something else to work with along with the other papers that I'm hoarding. So hopefully I will use some of that other paper first that I fell in love with and I just had to have in my life. Okay, then I went to my second Michael's, which is about another 30 minutes. So I guess you could say that one is an hour and a half away from where I live. And they had, well, the first Michael's didn't have the snap stuff. That's how I wound up with the configuration box and the die cuts with a view pad. But the second Michael's that I went to, walked in the door and the angels were singing because there it was. So I tried to make this video last night and that didn't work because the camera that I had kept giving me this tick 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 sound when I would after I recorded the video and look back at it. So I had to return it. And I picked up this one. This one is the Nikon Coolpix. And so far, so good. I did a couple of test videos, excuse me, and they came out pretty good. So, getting back to what I was saying, I already opened these packs and put them in the book. So, I picked up the 6x8 Snap Simple Stories binder, and I think it is so stinking cute. The only difference between this and all the other stinking cute stuff in this room is it's going to get used. It came with, let's see, because I had the whole line I was going to get, and I had to put it back because I realized I read this while I was online. It comes with 8 basic pages, and that's just these pages right here for you to journal or do whatever you want to do on. Came with the dividers, and I just realized now that one of these are bent up, but that's fine. It's gonna get used. And it came with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 page protectors. So I bought 3 more packs, and they were 10 in a pack, so I got like 35. That ought to be enough to do a project me. It ain't like I got a whole lot to say. So this one was the 3x4, 2 3x4s and a 4x6. And this one is the 4 3x4s, which I love those. And this one was just the 6x8. So I got all 3 of them, and I already put them in the book, and I can't wait to get started on Project Me. So that was that. Then they also had some of the Recollections wood veneers. Wood veneer. Oh wow, I gotta watch X-Men. Okay, and so I got the flowers and the butterflies. I've got a bunch of them already. And hey, that's another thing that I just thought was thinking cool that just had to have in my life. Which I am using them in my project life. I'm going to use a lot more in other projects too. So I will have to get a bigger glass to store these in. I also seen in the dollar stamp aisle this stamp. I love the font on that stamp. It's the same font I have on my phone. I had this one, which is good, and I use it a lot. And I will probably use this one even more. So that goes in my little stamp tray, my Project Life stamp tray. I also got, I was going to get all the paper, the 6x8 papers to fit inside, and the 4x6 and the 3x4s to fit inside the pockets, but that was just too much of an investment. Those things were $4.99 a piece at my Michael's. So I said, let me just go ahead and purchase the 12x12 paper pad. And then that way I can cut stuff up and do it to my liking. So it's got a lot of nice stuff that I will, double-sided papers, 2 of each, I think. Yeah, 2 of each. And I will use them in my Project Life and my Project Me. And that pretty much says it all to me. And I just might use it straight up in Project Life because I figure with the 12x12 pad I should have enough to cover this whole book. Alright, now getting back to being creative. Like I said, Jessica has devised a plan, I guess you could say, for her to get her creativity jump started. And I will try and put a link to her video down in the information bar. I looked at the plan that she had, and it's a really good plan. And I started to follow it, but as I was going along, I realized that would not work for me because my problem is not using up my supplies. Because once I get started, I will use a lot of supplies. My problem is finishing what I start. I have a room full of unfinished projects. So what I had to do was figure out a plan for me to not really jumpstart my creativity because it's already jumped, but to push it in the right direction and keep it going until it's done. What I need to do is finish some stuff. So I printed out a lot of things that I need to finish. Not so much a start, but finish. Excuse me. I need to finish some mini albums and finish some composition books. And so what I did was I made a list. And it says things like finish a mini album and give it away as a gift. Finish a mini album and sell it. Make a baby basket and hold it for a future gift. Make 3 tags from Pinterest and hold for future gifts. Alter a canvas for my bedroom. Things like that. If I will cut these out and put them in a jar. And I will pick one. And whatever one that I pick, I must completely finish that item before I can move on to anything else. Now, my other problem is I may start an album. I can start a mini album and put it to the side once it starts looking like a mini album because there's no rhyme or reason to it for me. There's no theme. There's no person it's going to. It's just an album and I just wanted to make one. So I also have a second category which is my themes. Birthday, holiday, friendship, love, under the weather. I get a free space, wedding, winter, spring, summer, fall. So once I pick what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick the theme. And that should keep me going. Because that way, if I finish a mini album and give it as a gift, I will pick a theme, like friendship. So I will make a friendship mini album and give it away as a gift. And then I will have, I I have another column of the people that I want to gift to. That would be my mother, my sister, my brothers, my friends, YouTube, Facebook. Just, I guess I would call it a rack. I would rack it to somebody on my list that I pick out. And once the project is gone, I will move on to another one. But until that, I just can't feel good about buying anything else scrappy until I start using some of this scrappy goodness that I got in here. I know that there's a lot of my friends, when they come in and see my room, the first thing they want to do is touch everything and make things. And even my daughter's friends want to come in here and make things and learn how this works. And so I need to get the same enthusiasm that everybody else has and get in here and make things and see how things are work and just be creative and finish something. That's what I'm trying to do. Finish some things and move on. Don't just make a shell of an album and stick it on a shelf and keep looking at it going, I'm going to get to that, because I'm not going to get to it. I'm sitting here telling fibs to myself. I feel as though once the shell of the album is, I feel like I did something, but I didn't. So I am making myself responsible for finishing something. So until then, my next video, I'm going to do another video on my Project Life. Now, my Project Life and my Project Me are givens. I'm going to work on them regardless. So I didn't even put them on the list. And the way that they work, when I get caught up with them, I'll have time to work on these things here. So my next video will be on my Project Life. And that ought to do it. So I will be seeing you at the next video. Okay? Bye now.